Brandification with Blaine and Honey Parker, coming up right now on the Boost Your Practice Show. Hi, I'm Ken Krell, the Kenergizer. Welcome to the Boost Your Practice Show. Today you are in for a great treat with my friends Blaine and Honey Parker. I call them the king and queen of branding because they are so expert at helping you codify who you are, what you are in your business, and why people should come to do business with you. And we have so much content with Blaine and Honey, so we'll get there right in just a second or two. Before I bring them on, I do want to share with you people who had a lot of questions about our Total Practice Makeover 10-part series. You will love this series. I'll give you more about that at the end, but I want you to stick around because I'll tell you exactly how you can get this $350 program absolutely free. So stick around to the end of the program. I'll tell you how you're going to do that. But let's talk about doctors. Well, I made them a doctor here. Blaine and Honey, they're not doctors, but they work with doctors, and they are sensational. I recorded this interview with them a while back. They are tremendous. We never got a chance to air it, so we're going to give this to you in different installments because we went for, my gosh, well over an hour. So session one of our interview is coming up in just a minute. Blaine and Honey are good buddies of mine. They, like I said, they are branding experts, and I'll tell you a bit more about them as I introduce them. So without further ado, let's bring on Blaine and Honey Parker. So with us today from the hilltops of Park City, Utah, on a perfect skiing day. So I'm jealous right now. Are my dear friends Blaine and Honey Parker, and we've been kind of gallivanting around a little bit over the past few days, talking about what we're going to do with you today and over successive shows. So real quickly, let me get right to the bottom line about why I love these guys, and you'll know why I love these guys over the next few minutes as you're introduced to them. But this fabulous couple, they're renegades. They are totally renegades, and they've been in the advertising business for years, but their focus is actually on the client rather than on billing the client. And there's a difference there. And in your practices, your focus is on helping the customer rather than billing the patient, right? So same kind of idea. These guys are really doctors of marketing. Now, Honey was an advertising art director in New York, became a copywriter because she says it's better hours. I'm kind of reading some of the notes here, so if it looks like I'm reading it, it's because I am. But she ended up going to L.A., working with agencies and boutique agencies. She worked with Saatchi & Saatchi, and if those names mean anything to you, Ogilvy, McCann, J. Walter Thompson, and so on. But the client list will impress you. We're talking Honda, Lexus, Parker Brothers, Mitsubishi, Netherlands Board of Tourism, DirecTV, NBC, Toyota, Yoo-Hoo, that's my favorite one of the list, the Partnership for a Drug-Free America, which should be my favorite of the list, UNICEF, Hotwire, Mandalay Bay, and Cisco Systems, which is probably powering everything behind what's going on right now. So yay, Cisco. And of course, Honey is probably best known for being an incredible stand-up comic. Best known among who, I haven't quite heard that part, but best known, we're just going to give you credit for that, Honey. Blaine, on the other hand, is a multi-award-winning, that's not one, that's many, multi-award-winning creative director and writer. What's that too? Well, you can say multi with as long as it's more than one, right? But his focus is on small business, and he's helped increase the numbers for hundreds of local businesses, small businesses across the country. And with the voice, I'm going to read this now, I got to read this for the first time, with the voice of a much taller man. He's also heard daily, selling many of his businesses as well as national advertisers on broadcast stations. See, Molly likes it. She's come over here just to get in the picture from New York to Los Angeles. Blaine's first advertising book called $1 Million Mortgage Radio set a first day sales record for its publisher, Wizard Academy Press. Now, this is Molly. She is not official, but she does like sticking cat butt in host face. So that's how that's going to be. Anyway,
we always like a marketing cat.
She is. Yeah, she's definitely that. Anyway, no, we're going to leave the previous lives out of this. Stand-up comic for Blaine, film production foot soldier, Hollywood screenwriter, and it goes on and on and on. And I'd forgotten that you and I had the same alma mater of Boston University. That's why I love you guys. I didn't realize. I didn't.
Forgotten about that as well.
Totally forgot about
that. That's right.
So it's all good. And now that we've taken care of that, which you can read on the website somewhere here, let's talk about branding and marketing and why you're here today. Because you and I met nearly a year ago. Actually, we did a program about a year ago.
It has been a year ago. That's right.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. I was looking through my archives. I was looking for the bio on you, and I found the recording of that way back when we were.
Hard to believe it's been that long. We've been having so much fun in the interim.
I'm blown away. It seems like it was yesterday, which is dating me. But in any case, Blaine and Honey have such incredibly creative techniques at taking practices and other small businesses and giving them the reason for why people need to go there. And for every one of you that has a practice, whether it's a chiropractic office or a dental office or a veterinary office or whatever it happens to be, these guys are great at giving people that special reason and helping you understand what that is about you that makes you so special, that uniqueness that can make you the fortune you want to make, continue to serve the clients you want to serve, and really get things going. Am I saying that kind of the right way, guys?
I'd say so. What do you say? Yeah, it'll work.
It'll work. Okay, cool. So now
we have a metaphor that all the chiropractors in the audience will appreciate. Your brand is the spine of your marketing.
Oh, that's good.
Moreover, it's true.
Let's
so it's
stop.
not just air.
It's absolutely true. Let's say that one more time, just for effect.
So your brand is the spine of your marketing.
And
which means you need to keep adjusting it a little bit all the time.
Ooh, that's a good
one.
True.
Those are great sound bites that we just have to use now in our marketing. So you guys will see that, this will probably be the second or third time you've seen that, during the promo for the show. So,
okay.
But it's that good. So what was cool though is that before, and here's what I want you to understand too, a little backstory. Before we even began doing this exciting piece right now, they sent me a whole agenda for what they want to cover. And we like to do things kind of like on the fly so that we get it all coming right out, the real deal. But we're going to go through, because now that you gave me this agenda, we're going to go through everything on this agenda. So there you go.
Okay, so, why do chiropractors need branding? Is this a good place to start?
I think it's a great place to start.
Well, as all you chiropractors know, there are a lot of you out there, and there's an ever-diminishing pie. The estimated number of chiropractors that are going to be joining the market by the year 2016 is huge, and it seems like every year the pie is getting smaller. And really, what you've got to do is figure out a way to distinguish yourself, make yourself more visible, and really have a way to be distinguished from the competition, as well as break down barriers. Because as you know, there are a lot of barriers to people seeking chiropractic treatment.
Yeah, basically what you have to get people to decide is why you. And you have to make yourself so appealing and so clear to them, whoever them is, and we'll get to that, because you really need to understand who you're talking to and what matters to them so you can matter to them. So once somebody knows why you, so the question isn't, do I need a chiropractor? It's, which chiropractor am I going to go to? And the answer has to be you. Yeah. So that's what you need a brand, because there's too many chiropractors out there. If they just decide I want a chiropractor and your last name doesn't start with A, and they're going down the list, our last name starts with P. We're out.
You're done.
You're probably not AAA for our chiropractor.
I was thinking the exact same thing. That's what we got. It's a double, triple A. That's who I want. I feel comfortable with that.
Exactly. So there's got to be a more substantive reason. And my guess is there's something really substantive about you, and there is a great why you reason, and that's what we need to get at.
And, we believe that chiropractors are uniquely suited to understand brand, because when you get right down to it, chiropractic is a really thoughtful profession. And what the satisfaction rate is for patients with chiropractic. Patients are typically much more satisfied with the experience with their chiropractor than with any other medical professional.
I was.
And the statistics are not quite in line with the effectiveness of the treatment. Often chiropractic treatment is more effective, but the numbers for satisfaction are much higher, and that's mainly because of the experience that the patient has when going to a chiropractor.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be a sweeping generalization, but it's a positive one, so I'll use it. But chiropractors tend to be more empathetic. And by being empathetic, by understanding what's going on with your patient, and what they need, and really putting yourself in their shoes, that's what you need to do to create a good brand. Because ultimately, the most important person in your marketing is your patient. So it's not as much about you and what you want to say as much as them and what they need to hear. And so being empathetic is a fantastic way to be.
And in addition, when you have brand-based marketing, it's a very holistic kind of approach to your marketing.
Yeah.
And most chiropractors today, not all, but most chiropractors have a much more holistic mentality about care than either any other medical professional or the chiropractors of old. Because things have certainly changed in the profession. And on top of that, chiropractors have a tradition of empathy that you typically don't find in other medical professions. Certainly, I'm not trying to diss doctors, because there's certainly plenty of good doctors.
Some of them are watching this right now, and they're going, what mountaintops are you? If we're going to take somebody and brand them, and let's backtrack for just 1 second and get to fundamentals of what branding really means to any business.
Yeah, I'd love to do that.
Yeah, because we're kind of jumping in, and let's step back for just 1 second, and maybe if you want to give me a couple of examples of what, maybe even some befores and afters, so people can see what you're talking about. Now,
well, I think first what we need to do is really explain what brand is.
Do we want to go to our stock definition of brand?
Yeah, I think
want to say it together?
Wow. Okay. I'd love to.
All right.
Okay.
Brand is the one way you want your core customer to feel about your business.
We'll have more with Blaine and Honey coming up over the next few weeks. They have so much more to share. Hope you're able to take a morsel with you today. You will absolutely love what's coming up next. By the way, if you haven't heard about our Total Practice Makeover program, you got to hear about it. It is 10 sessions to help you fine-tune your practice and every component that will help turn it into a far more enjoyable, satisfying, profitable enterprise where you can make an impact with far more people, have more fun, and enjoy every single day. How can you get it for free? It's easy. Go to BYPshow.com. That's BoostYourPracticeShow.com. BYPshow.com or Boost Your Practice Show. Each one gets you there. And you'll learn how to get a 7-day free trial to the Boost Your Practice Show. Get your first session of the 10 parts absolutely free. And when you join the Boost Your Practice Show membership, you get the entire program with my compliments. So check it out at BYPshow.com. Tomorrow's show, my friend Michael Burnoff is with us in the house. He is incredible. If you are looking to work with your patients, work with your clients, work with your customers, and know exactly the right language to use with them so that they actually do what you suggest. If you're looking to get better motivated and keep them better motivated, if you're looking just to simply get energized and feel good, join me tomorrow with Michael Burnoff. You will love his program. Tomorrow, Michael Burnoff, right here on the Boost Your Practice Show.